Welcome to NOYCE CONVO, brought to you by Voice Entertainment. Let's dive right in. Today we have Indrajit, aka Indraa, in the studio. We are excited to have you
I'm
here.
excited to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
कैसा है?
Good. Was a fun, nice session also recording.
How was your experience playing in the studio alone
Yeah.
for an hour?
Yeah, like it's the space also, the vibe is good, like, the lightings, like it just makes you comfortable to play.
I
Yeah.
know what you mean. Where are you based out of?
Now I'm based in Goa. It's been almost 4 years.
Amazing. What brought you to Goa?
I came here on like a 5-day trip just to see what the fuck is Goa. Never been here. And it's been 4 years, just like stayed. I came to Goa, I went to this place called Cirrus, and that's where like my whole Goa journey began. Lived there for a year, met so many new friends, and yeah, if I'm in India, I would live in Goa for sure.
You came for 5 days and you never left.
Yeah, I never left.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now that you've been here in Goa for 5 years and you also have a record label called Bonk Records
Yeah.
and things like that, you've built a life for yourself.
Yeah.
What do you think about the Goa music scene?
Like Goa music scene, I love the vibe. Like apart from like the music, I get to listen, I get to attend music which I really dig. I've met so many cool artists which I would never meet you know where I am from. I come from a small town, and like coming to Goa and seeing all these amazing artists, who have been doing it for so long and who are just like portraying the best they can, with music. It's damn inspiring.
Where do you hail from? Otherwise, where do you come from? Small town, you said.
Yeah, I come from Solapur in Maharashtra.
Oh my God, you're a Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Okay, so then why didn't you choose Bombay? Why Goa? Bombay is known to be the city of dreams.
Yeah,
Music would have been on another level.
I realized like I used to live in Pune before, and I realized I'm not a city person. Goa, I get my freedom. I have a really nice life. My mom's here now, so we go to the beach. It's the quality of life I feel is much better.
Your mom's here now.
Yeah.
How is that living with your mom and making music and going out at night? She has nothing to say?
Nah, my mom is quite supportive. She doesn't understand the music I make. Sometimes she does, like I've been making a lot of like reggae dub music. So like few tunes which she likes, she'll come and like, okay, hey changle hai, and like stuff like that. When I was producing techno, and like I still do, and my mom is like, what is this ditchik, you like all day you're just doing that. And like over time also, like how the music grew on me, it grew on her, I think now.
So how do you say now, if you had to talk about your sound now, what do you think it would be?
My sound, that's something I've been trying to understand myself. Like I don't do a specific genre. I've always been adamant about that I like different styles of music. I will study different styles of music, and I'll make my version of that music, from like now I've been doing a lot of hypnotic stuff, a lot of like groovy. I've been making like for this sound system also, Ananda Tandava, I'm making like some new Indian influenced dub music, which actually I don't have any references. It's just like what I feel is my taste is just coming out. So even though I'm producing a lot of genres, I think Indraa as like my taste, or like what Indraa is comes out in some of like all the tracks.
What is Indraa? Why did you what is the influence behind the name Indraa?
It's just my name. I think I'm a weird person who likes making weird music, and yeah, that's Indraa, I think.
Nothing to do with the Lord Indra.
Like I feel like
came-
it connects also now. Like as the name was there, I've grown up with that name, so I feel a connection now. After coming to Goa a little bit more, I feel.
What do you think has music done to your life? When did music change your life?
So I grew up listening to music. There was Hindi music all around, Hindi, Marathi music. Never heard electronic music till the age of 17, I think. And my experience with electronic music, I heard EDM for the first time. Okay, like artists like Dimitri Vegas, like Mike, and what was like booming back then, you know. And when I moved to Pune, that's when I heard electronic music, and I'm like, that was the time, you know, like I heard something like that, and it gave me goosebumps, and I never had a feeling like this before. And I thought like, okay, this is what I want to do. I used to work in a cafe back then. Like I used to do my college work in the cafe, and then I found a friend of mine from Solapur. Never met from school. Never met him in school. Okay, never talked. Went to his place, just like saw what he's doing with music, you know, and that was the day. Like the first interaction with this whole thing, he DJing Ableton and all. That was, I decided that day that this is what I want to do. I've never looked back.
Amazing. So now that you're here in Goa, you've been working, you worked in top studios. Like you worked with Grace Park, Sirius, Big Bird Audio. What's the one lesson or experience that you would take away from all of this? And now also from the studio, Voice Studios.
Voice Studios also, yeah. Like the first thing which, like, it's a very simple thing, you know, like good music moves people, you know. Then no matter what style, like Grace Park was more of like a indie bands and all. Like the experience which I got from there is what I've built my life on, you know. So I learned sound engineering there. I met so many great musicians there. I learned how, you know, a song is made from scratch, you know, like from like people. I've met people writing songs and something like the whole process of that.
But you
Then,
were a DJ first.
yeah,
Then
like
how did you come to music production?
I started DJing and music production at the same time. Had no idea what music is. I was just like sitting 8 hours in the studio for like the last 7 years, just like understanding, like, okay, fucking around with Ableton, seeing what, okay, this is how a drum rack is. And I've learned all my music from Ableton, from sound engineering. Grace Park I went because I had no idea about how frequencies, how sound works. I learned a lot of that there. That's where like my technical knowledge came from. And from there my music journey started, and now I'm coming to like playing instruments and learning music theory. It's like a reverse journey for me, you know.
How has this, so since you've been growing in Solapur,
Hmm.
how do you think the music from that time, does it still come in reference to this day?
Yeah, I
When
think
you're
so. When
making
I'm
music,
making music, yeah, I'm sure like the music I've heard, it's still within me, you know. And slowly, like my sound also is moving a little bit like that. Like the reggae tunes which I've done, it's very old Hindi retro influence, you know, like R.D. Burman, and like I'm trying to like get more of that style because like nobody does, or like even if they do, I haven't done that. So I want to like bring my influence, what I've grown up with.
so you want to mix reggae with Bollywood in
Not
per se,
Bollywood, I would say,
the
but like
sound of
Indian
Bollywood.
music, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
And do you remember your first gig? And what were you thinking when you got your first gig?
Okay, my first gig was a horrible gig. I was playing, I started DJing 1 week, I got the hang of it. I'm like, chalo gigs karte hai. Met this sound guy, he booked me at Hard Rock Cafe, and I was
In Bombay.
in Pune.
Oh, amazing.
It was a private party for ICICI Bank, and at Hard Rock Cafe, I was supposed to play Bollywood music. I was playing. I learned on a controller, and there was this small Denon wala like player. You know, never had an idea of what that is. Just went with some tunes, and I just started playing tracks I like. You know, Bollywood, like that time. Like I used to like play all those music also. I don't play Bollywood now, but I still like growing up with that. I have a good taste, I feel. And it just worked, you know. People were crazy. Some people picked me up, and like the first experience I had was like, what is this, you know? Like, fuck, aisa hota hai DJing, you know? After that, like reality also, like I realized ki fuck, aisa har gig mein nahi hota hai and all. People are drunk, that's why like they are so happy. But like I realized slowly how to build my own sound. What do I like playing more? And I've navigated myself like that way.
You said it was horrible. That this doesn't sound horrible at all.
Yeah, like I felt like it was like a whole drama scene, you know. Like it was a fun one. But like now that I think of it, it was like, what the fuck happened, you know?
So
Yeah.
now since you've been into the Bollywood scene, now you're making your own music and you're growing and you're DJing, you're doing live performances and
Yeah.
everything. What do you think about the music industry as a whole, as a national music industry?
As a national industry,
As in
okay.
India's music industry right now, what do you think is going on? What do you think
I
should
feel
be
like it's
changed?
growing, like the last few years which have been, the sound has evolved and the way things are happening also have evolved. I feel like it's getting a little bit better for artists also, I feel, over time, or it's getting better for me. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think about how the industry works, honestly. It's just that I'm in my space and I'm making my music, and I just hope that someone somewhere realizes what that this is good music and it works.
When somebody is listening to your music, what do you want them to feel?
I just want them to feel good. I just want them to have fun. Like, I think about like all the spiritual and like the whole thing when I'm making all the music. Like every small detail I've thought about how people should feel. But end of the day, if they people feel good, I've done my job.
So, when you're making a track,
Yeah.
what is the first thought that comes into your head? Do you go melody? Do you go structure? What is the first thought? Like, do you have a structure, with like a process that you do when
Not
you're
really.
making a
Like
track?
with every genre, I feel has a different process. Like with if I'm making something like techno house, I'll just start jamming. Like with just like make some nice drums, then like put some melody on top and something like that. If I'm making maybe say disco or like something like that, or even like when I'm making reggae, I feel like melodies are more important, so I'll start with that, then base the whole track on that. So I've realized that like with different genres, it's a different process is what makes the production process faster, more easier. Also, you don't get stuck with things.
Do you aim to finish your tracks sooner or do you give it a lot of time or are you a
I hope
perfectionist?
to finish my tracks sooner. Like I have tracks which I know are bangers, but I've been working on them for like 3 years now. Still, like haven't like I feel like I'm behind perfection, and that never comes.
Do you think most musicians are like that? That when they sit and make a track, that they look at perfectionism so much that at one point the time for the track has passed? Do you think that happens?
Yeah, that does happen. Like I feel like when an idea it's fresh, you really feel something behind it. You feel confident about like putting that idea out there. It's new, and but when it takes time, you're like listening to it on repeat. It's your perspective also changes over time. Every time you're making an edit, you think, okay, I can change this, I can change that. Sometimes maybe you'll do something stupid and just like ruin the whole track's vibe, then go back, remove all that, start again, something like that. So yeah, but like after time also you get new perspective about about the track. So yeah, it's like a double-edged sword. It can work or not work.
If now that you've launched your label also,
Yeah.
what challenges did you face when you had to start a label? And
Mm-hmm.
now Bonk Records is big also. You do a lot of parties as well.
Yeah.
So, what were the hardships that you first faced when you started a record label?
Yeah, first though, I had no idea about music business as per like my friend Prathamesh Vajrayam. He's the partner in the label, and because of him, like I got a lot of support with the whole technical. I don't even have to think, or like I handle the music side of things, and he handles all the technical, the website, everything. So that way, it's a very nice separation of work for us. I think right now I'm learning a lot more about music marketing also. How to get your music out there. Both of us, like, I'm an introvert, he's more introvert than me. So we don't like talk to people, but getting your music out there, getting people to realize, okay, this is something good. Having that belief also behind your music. I think that whole journey for the last 2 years has been something which the challenges we faced, that was it. Apart from that, it's been smooth.
What's the vision for Bonk Records in the future?
Bonk Records, the first thing was like genre free, you know, just put good music out there. I don't like the first like VA also we put out started like every track you listen is a different genre, like starting from like ambient music, then goes into like house, disco, like some groovy stuff, breaks, and then like there's some nice techno tracks also, hypnotic, goes into like for psytrance also. So it's just good music, you know, like uh, people I've found who inspire me, and yeah,
Who inspires you?
everybody. I think every artist if I sit with, I feel like okay, this is something which I can learn from them. This is something okay, this guy does really cool, you know. So I think every artist inspires me.
um, if you had to name one artist at this present moment that you will go and revisit again and again, who would it be?
Revisit again and again.
As in, you will, if you're feeling down or if you're feeling a certain way, you will go and listen to this person's
Like
music.
that. Okay, though there's this artist called Sumak Dub. Beautiful reggae music. Every morning, if I wake up and I'm feeling low, I'll just put in. There's this artist album called Le Jardin de Lucy. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but yeah, like that. Just put I put on that album and like it's just like nice, groovy, like chill music. You know, like just makes my like makes me feel like okay, like
It's reggae dub.
yeah.
Oh, amazing. If you could sign any artist, living or dead, who would it be?
So many. Yeah,
To Bonk Records.
yeah.
Who would it be?
Like my vision is like I feel like I would like to work with all the artists who have inspired me, you know, who've made me be who I am. Love to work with all of them. Like
Give me a name. Living or dead?
living artists, I would say, like for sure, like Kora has been an inspiration for all the hypnotic music shift. Like the whole Killa team, I feel like they have inspired me for with this whole sound. Then with with music like reggae, I feel like all these people like OBF sound, Irish and Steppas, and like that's what I've been like listening to a lot right now. I've been making a lot of that. So yeah.
Do you think when you make music, you already move through a lot of genres? You don't play one genre. But is there a possibility that there would be a mix of genres if possible?
Mix of genres as
Like when you're making music,
Uh-huh.
it starts somewhere,
Yeah.
but ends somewhere completely
Oh
different.
yeah, for sure.
Like, do
that's-
you see a mix in genres?
Yeah, because every genre has taught me something, you know, like I pick up, okay, like this is what, like sound design wise also, you know, and if I'm just jamming, I think I have all the influences of whatever I've learned now. And if I'm going without like a specific direction, okay, I have to make this sound, I have to make that sound. If I'm just jamming, I think everything just comes together, you know.
Does it happen while you're making music as well as what?
Yeah.
you're saying? Oh, that is. I would like to see some of that stuff.
Yeah, because like all like my reggae tracks also have some disco influence, which like I feel like okay, this just sounds nice, you know, like it doesn't have to be in the box. Whatever is like there's some nice like hypnotic stuff also in dub what I'm doing, and like it's just like a culmination, you know, like what do you say? Khichdi. Khichdi. सब कुछ डाल दो, but like do it in a nice way, it'll taste good, you know.
Yeah. Is there a genre that you haven't experimented with but want to?
Yeah, like I think trance is something is what my next. Like, I love Goa trance. I play that, but I've made one track with Goa, and I think that is something I look forward. Like in this year, I want to do a new album with that.
A lot of people, a lot of artists we know have done the other way around, have got into trance and then
Yeah.
found their sound.
Yeah.
How-
I've always felt like I want to take my time with this, you know, like whenever I want to put this album out, I will take my time, but I want to make sure like it's something I'm proud of.
So when you're playing these sets, right,
Yeah.
do you have a specific structure that you follow when you are going to like a DJ set or something? Do you have a specific structure that you follow, a journey or a theme,
Yeah.
or do you have anything?
It depends on like the how much time I'm playing also. I'm used to like my Saturday residency also I play for like 3 hours, 4 hours.
Where do you play on?
I play at Baba Aurum every Saturday.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So or like other gigs also, playing at Cirrus also, like I've been used to playing longer sets, you know, that when something like that, you're playing a longer set, then you have more space, more time to like take people on a journey, you know, move them from one genre to other, because you have time to build that experience. If you're playing for like per se, like how I was playing today for an hour, I'll make sure that okay, I prepare a little bit. I'll choose my tracks that, because like in an hour, there's only so much you can do. Like playing 10 tracks, 20 tracks at max, you know.
Yeah.
So, or like if you're playing with like on the lineup where every artist is just like playing 1 hour, and like depends also. So I prep more for sets like that, I feel.
If you are on a lineup,
Mm-hmm.
who would you think your top act should be, according to you? And who would you like opening for?
Again, in this like all the artists like in
Anyone in the world, anyone. Choose anyone. You have an open book. Who would you choose
right.
to open for?
In techno, okay, I'll tell you with genres.
Okay.
Because again, like it's not like with every sound, you know, I have one inspiration. Techno, Richie Otten for sure. House music, Kerry Chandler for sure. Then reggae music, OBF. Yeah, still like big fan. Then drum and bass, Chase and Status, I think.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Like like Chase and like I love all the like really underground artists with like drum and bass, but like Chase and Status I've been following for like.
But
such
do
a
you
long
think
time.
that underground is still underground?
Like I've thought about it. Like I first off with this, I don't think my opinion matters. It is what it is, and I've stopped thinking about like what's underground, what's mainstream. You know, like what's popular that day, that time is called like it's mainstream.
Mainstream.
Yeah, Pele, like how you say, like techno was the most underground stuff, and now it's going to be the biggest mainstream. So yeah, I don't think it matters also for me. You know, like I feel like a lot of artists also hold themselves with this mainstream. Okay, I don't make this, I don't make that. There's a very cool thing about like what John Mayer also said. You know, like you're holding back because you don't want to make popular music, pop music, and like it's just like you're restricting your mind to like experiment in some way, and if it works for you, it's great, you know. Just like go make music completely without thinking of like where does this fall into, or like who am I catering to. Just be yourself, be the artist you want to be, make music, and then you'll realize if it's underground, if it's mainstream, or what genre it is. Yeah.
If what is the one venue in India that holds a very special place in your heart?
Serious for sure.
But that is home base.
That is home base. Home is always
Yeah, other than home base, if you had to choose one venue, which would it be?
I like Pune, I like High Spirits. Then Bangalore, we played at this Hamza farm. That was a nice, like, you know, like open vibe. The other place also, I don't remember, some jungle, I don't remember. That was a nice venue. I haven't played, I think Antisocial Bombay looks really cool. I haven't played there yet. But yeah.
You would like to play that?
Yeah, looks like that. Like any venue with good sound, I feel like I'm okay. Like, theek hai, chalo.
Any more vinyl ambulance stuff? Are we going to be seeing any
yeah,
more jungle parties from the vinyl,
yeah.
from vinyl ambulance?
That happens. Like I'm making music more. Like I haven't been playing as much as I should. Yeah, but we're releasing some like vinyl tracks with vinyl ambulance. Yeah.
Nice. Now you've played in Bangalore, Bombay, Pune, Goa. What do you think is different in every time you've played in another city?
People, I feel like for sure, like freedom also. Every city is like, you know, like how you can behave in cities versus Goa is different. Here is, I feel it's more free. Your people are around. Pune also, I feel like the same. Yeah, that's also another home. That's why, like, yeah.
So now when you're playing your music, right? And you have to mix your own tracks. How do you go about it?
Like mixing my tracks is like today also I played like I started with my tracks, ended with my tracks. So yeah, playing my tracks is always like that's what my ultimate goal is. I feel like just like have so many tracks produce that, like I don't need to play someone else's, but like I do love that also. That's a part of DJing also, you know, like me playing good music that other people have played made.
You keep saying that music is freedom.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Why?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you?
That's the only time where I feel like, when I feel I'm completely free, you know, when I'm in my studio, I'm making music or I'm playing music, you know, it's a sense of freedom which I don't get from anything else, you know. Everything I feel like it's structured like the way society is, this that. With music, it's an open box, you know. I don't think there's a box also now. So like
The
that's
way
what.
music scene is going, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Rapid fire question:
Right.
Vinyl or digital?
Either, yeah. Like good digital masters are also sound nice. I don't have any like as much vinyl, so I would say digital right now. Yeah, vinyl do sound better though. Like played through, like, yeah. It was a rapid fire question though.
Yes. Synths or drum machine?
Drum machines
A sunrise set or after hours set?
after us.
What's the last song you listened to?
My track.
Which one? If you want to go listen to it on SoundCloud. Do you have it released?
Yeah, it's a remix by me and Ajant for Antariksh Daddy called Daddy Please.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If your music was a movie, what kind of film would it be?
I hope it looks like a Tarantino film. You know?
Complex?
Yeah,
Or
complex. You don't know what's coming also, you know.
if you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go?
Home.
Pune?
Nah, just back to my studio.
Oh. But that's right here. Teleport one place. Teleport in the world.
Okay. I don't know. Like I've always like thought of like visiting Berlin in Japan. Yeah, I've loved the music scene there. Japan also, like, been following that for ages. So yeah, for sure would love to teleport there.
What's the one thing you always have with you at a gig?
Good music.
Naturally.
Naturally, yeah.
Other than that, what is the one thing that you always pen drive, music? We get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have anything apart from that. Okay.
If you weren't a musician, what would you be?
I always thought I'd be a bartender. That doesn't. Yeah. If I wasn't into music, maybe I'd do something with technology. Honestly, yeah.
You would be in an IT firm.
Not an IT firm.
What do you mean by you would be in technology?
Like create a like product. You know, like I've been like researching on like how to make music, plugins, and all that stuff also. So maybe I would find like something creative in that sort.
What's the one piece of advice you'd give to your younger self?
Chill the fuck out, man. Don't stress too much. Things will happen. Just enjoy. Like, don't think like, okay, if I finish this goal, then I will feel happy. You know, just chill the fuck out. Enjoy every day. Enjoy every moment, and like be consistent.
What's the one? We are done with the rapid fire questions. So, what's the one advice you'd give to somebody who's trying to break it into the music industry?
It's a patience game. That's for sure. Like, you know, you need extreme patience for things to happen your way, and you need to understand and learn how to enjoy that process also.
Why do you say that you need extreme patience?
Because you're not gonna be a superstar on day two. You know, you dream big, and you will be the star and the superstar if you put in that effort. But everything will come with time. Your experience, what you want to learn, everything will come with time. So just be patient, be consistent with your work, believe in yourself, and you'll get there. You know, your music will start sounding better. You will realize. So I think it's just patience.
What's the one thing that you take away from today's session?
Today's session, yeah. Need to release more music, I feel. Yeah. It was like yesterday also when I was just like selecting tracks and like I just went through the Bong catalog and like select my tunes also, and I'm like, damn, we've released quite a lot of stuff, in the last 2 years. I don't keep all these things in my mind. I like to have my head blank. But yeah, I felt like today, okay, my music like tunes sound nice. I need to put out more.
Amazing. To wrap it up, if you had to describe Voice Studios in 3 words, what would it be?
Voice Studios. Okay. Beautiful vibe, very comfortable, great people. Yeah. Sounds amazing also, I had so much fun. Yeah.
Amazing. So we'll
Yes.
see you more often at Voice
Yeah, for
Studios
sure,
then.
for sure. I'm gonna come to finish a few tunes here for sure.
Amazing. Thank you
All
for
right.
letting
Thank
us
you.
have you. And it was great to have a conversation with you. You've been listening to Noise Convo, brought to you by Voice Entertainment. I'm Neha Menon. Big thanks to our guests for sharing their journey and to you for tuning in. Until next time, stay curious, stay creative, and always keep it noise.